Hi, my name is Christina. Welcome back to my channel, Kay's Little Lifestyles. And I thought today I'd take it a little bit more personal, have a cup of tea with you, and talk to you more about my exercise routine and my journey to where I am today. So I don't think I've really showed you a stand-up view of myself, so I'm going to actually back this up a little bit. And this is me. And this is my belly. Not the skinniest, not the fattest. Got a little bit of jelly belly. Other than that, looks pretty good. Happy with myself. I'm 37, so I don't know if that's does make a difference. I was a lot more thinner in my early 30s and 20s, obviously. Start getting older and start gaining a little bit of weight. But there's actually a journey to where I am actually today. I've actually started my journey back January of 2015, right after my son got sick. Sorry, take a sip of tea. I'm drinking green tea, by the way, if you're wondering. Caffeinated, no caffeine. I drink my caffeine in the morning, so. And I just wanted to let you know that I started it for a main reason. So just if you guys are new here, because this is my brand new channel, I do talk about my son that he had stage 4 cancer, which is neuroblastoma, and he is actually getting very close to his 5-year mark. So I'm really hoping that everything's great on his next oncology appointment, and go from there and see what happens. But I just want to let you know that I had back in January 2015, that's when I started exercising, but around Christmas time, he finished his last day of treatment December 13th. So in that Christmas period, that school period between Christmas and New Year's, had some holidays, had some family over, great celebrations, stuff like that. And I had my aha moment. So let me explain. I was living in a cubicle with my son for 14 months straight during the whole entire process that he was going through treatment. So I went home for maybe a day. 2 days. 2 days was holidays for me. And when he would get a fever or something terribly wrong, I'd have to go back. And it was all the time. So they have no immune systems when they go through chemotherapy or any other treatment. All their levels drop. So you got to go in, you get a fever, more likely they have an infection. End of the world, you got to go in first thing. I'd make an aha moment when I finally done all the treatment and stabled and was able to relax for a little bit. It was Christmas. So what I was doing was, what happened is I realized I started gaining weight. So I went from 120 pounds when I went in to the hospital. I left the hospital at 185. So I didn't really notice the weight because what I was doing is taking care of my baby. I was also taking care of my family the best that I can and doing the best I can as a mom to sit there and try to deal with the situation, and hopefully everything turns out all right. So I had no time for me. I didn't care about me. I went for weeks without showering and clothes, and it was the last thing you could have cared about. I ate donuts and Tim Hortons, and I had caffeine, beyond caffeine, like over 10 cups of coffee and tea a day, lots. So for me, it was like whatever made me feel good. Food was my best friend at the time, made me feel good. I overate, no exercise, no fresh air, no nothing. Got to the point I was too afraid to leave the cubicle a lot, but that's a different video about feelings, how I felt like I was in there. But I'm not talking about that today. I'm just talking about how I got into my journey. But around Christmas time, was right after Christmas, in between New Year's and Christmas, I was sitting on my bench, like at the front door to put on my boots. I live in Alberta, so in Alberta, it's freezing. Even in December, climate is beyond minus 40 easy Celsius. It's cold. I've seen minus 50 something. And I will be asking, I'll be checking out my video. I'll be checking out Alexa at the time about what weather, just to prove to you guys about how cold it gets in Alberta. So anyways, I was putting on my boot. I literally had to sit there and lift up my leg, put the boot in first, lift up my leg, zip up the zipper, and the zipper didn't even go halfway of my boot. So up my boot, I couldn't even zip it anymore. That's how much weight I actually did gain on my leg. So mostly all my weight was actually in my bum area to the bottom of my feet. My calves were huge, my thighs were huge, my butt was huge, my stomach area really, not so much up here, a little bit, but it was mostly down there. So I got a bunch of weight. But that was my aha moment that I gotta start paying attention to me. So what happened is that around the first week in January, I signed up for a class and I went to one. It hurt. Let's see. It hurt so bad that I only did it once a week for a whole month. So every Friday, I think it was actually Friday, I actually do remember that. It hurt so bad I couldn't even go up the stairs. And then the second month got better, and then third month, and then I started, by the summertime, so I started in January, so by June, I lost about 20-30 pounds, which was awesome. I'm surprised. I really stuck to the routine. 3 days, 4 days a week, pretty much every second day, because I was actually not working yet. So I just was deciding to stay home with Blake for the first year, right after I had him discharged from the hospital. He needed that. He needed a whole different video about him coming into routine out of the hospital. He didn't know any better. He didn't even know how to act in a house. He didn't know how to come out of a small little area. He had self-esteem problems. We had to go see a child psychologist. It's just a whole different video that I'm not going to get into today. It's just exercise in my journey. So I did that, and by June, I did lose about all that weight. And I had that aha moment, and I think everybody needs that moment when you're trying to lose weight. You realize that, oh, I don't fit those jeans that I used to fit a year ago or something, and you just forget about yourself. And in situations like that, it's not your fault. And it took me a long time. I'm pretty sure I had PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress syndrome. I never got it diagnosed, but guarantee there was depression there and anger and every other feelings. Exercise did actually help a little bit with that. It actually gave me something different to think about and not just Blake all the time. And then I started realizing I started losing weight again, started feeling good about myself. I was able to look in the mirror again because I didn't want to look in the mirror because I was disgusted. And I realize there's other people out there that are going through that journey right now, and one day, hopefully, you will get there. You just have to have patience. So that is my aha moment. So turn back from time. So now I've been doing this since January 2015, and so now it's September 2019. So I've been doing this for quite a few years now. So I can give you a few little tips that I actually do to keep my weight down to where I'm comfortable. Not gonna sit there and I don't want to be a supermodel. I want to be comfortable that if I want to put on a nice dress or be able to put on those nice pants I want to wear or be able to put a bathing suit on, then I can go outside and feel comfortable and not be embarrassed. That's what I aim for. I'm not aiming for supermodel or the tight abs or big strong muscles. I just want to be comfortable with myself so I can deal with me. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I'm comfortable with myself. And I hope that if somebody is going through that health weight journey, that you are losing weight for yourself. Not anybody else first. It's for you, what you choose to do. So I hope it works out for you. Let me, if anybody's going to comment on the bottom, let me know how that went for you. But even to this day, so in the beginning, I was actually doing a lot of YouTube videos, and I still do YouTube videos to this day. So what I actually do in the beginning was Blogilates. I'm going to sit there and say some YouTube videos. Blogilates was my number one in the beginning. I did her exercise. I did her 5-minute warm-up, and I cooled down by myself. I would just do some stretches at the end. I would do 10 minutes each, so about 30 minute videos every second day to every 3-4 days whenever I was happy in that first year, just to get myself going. Now I moved on from Blogilates. I do her sometimes, still not often. Moved on to Rebecca Louise. Now you want to be in shape to be able to do her. I find she's tough. I do some other exercises on YouTube, just random people that I've seen on there. I don't do that right now anymore. last year in October, I actually hurt my knee exercising, and it hasn't been the same since. So I do a lot of low impact exercises. So right now I'm working on exercise walking routines. I think it's just walking. Oh my gosh, I sweat. And so I'll leave the lady's name down below about who I actually have followed now. So Leslie Samsonnet, I think that's it, but I'll link it down. But I actually do her 30-minute videos right now. It's very low impact. It's very nice for people that are trying to learn how to do exercise. She tells you that, do it your own pace, and when you're ready, join in. If you can't do it, keep walking. And I actually do sweat by the end, and I'm actually still losing weight and stuff like that. So I actually did hurt my knee. I don't know how I hurt it. I did see the doctor. He has no idea what it is. I had check, x-ray, my blood's fine, everything's fine. I have no thyroid problems. I don't have any of that. Just now I just have to take it easy. If I find that if I jump too much in my exercises, that my knee actually starts getting really, really sore. So I've turned to low impact, no jumping exercises. Tried weights for a while. Weights did not work out for me. Weight cardio exercises did not work out for me. I started gaining weight. I did not lose weight. So I do use some weights sometimes, but they're no more than 2-4 pounds. I don't do big heavy ones. I can't do it. It makes me gain weight. I need to sweat to be able to lose any weight or be able to maintain it. I know for me to lose weight, I work 4 days a week. To maintain it, I work 3 days a week. And I do sometimes, especially in the winter time, wake up at 5 a.m. to be able to do my exercises. Sounds really early, but I have day home kids. I have my own son. I'm too busy after work. I finish work at 5:30 in the evening, dinner, bath, bed, all that stuff that moms go through. And I have no time. The only time I could do is 5 a.m. or on the weekends. That's when I exercise. And then I also lost all my weight. And you're going to sit there and notice that I do follow a vegan lifestyle. And I only became vegan in 2016. So I actually lost my weight. I'm still sadly eating an animal products, like chicken and steak and other things like that. I just followed a strict routine and be able to lose that. And now I'm a vegan, but you can still be an unhealthy vegan. Believe me, there's Oreos and chips and chocolate bars and wraps and all kinds of things you shouldn't be eating. So I still have to watch my weight. I do gain weight really quickly. In Alberta in the winter time, I do gain always from October to January. I always gain an extra 5 pounds, maybe 10. Sometimes I've seen that, but close to more 5 pounds. I think it's just your body's natural way of storing fat to stay warm for the winter. That's what I think. Doesn't matter how I try, can't lose that 5 pounds. So let's take a sip of my tea. So totally forgot it was there. But other than that, I decided to take a little bit more personal conversation with you about the exercise. I hope this helps somebody out. And if you're on that journey, or you've been through a traumatic experience with a child or a loved one, or just not dealing with yourself and you need to get back up on your hope you enjoyed my videos today, and hope you subscribe, and thank you, and do the like button. Bye.